Hey guys, so I am ready to film a story time for you guys, and I'm wearing all black and the background is black, so this is like creating a spooky effect for the not so very scary story. So today's story, or shall I say tonight, happened in 4th grade? No, it was 5th grade. We had this like French teacher, and he was a male, right? And in his classroom we had like, this is the way we were sitting. There were 2 girls, 2 guys, 2 girls, 2 guys, 2 girls, and it went on for like the whole thing, aka row, and then another and another thing. So let's start where the things go crack, okay? Because the school year was going fine, you know, my grades were okay, I was all fine. I had a crush on this guy who was in my class, but he was like, I don't know why I was interested in him. You know, I'm not shallow or anything, but he was like short. His head was too tiny for his whole body, and he was not the cutest, you know? For a 5th grader, that was the standard, okay? I had a crush on him, and every other girl in the class and everyone from this school kind of had a crush on him and kind of wanted him, if you will. Anyways, one day I decided to stay at school and have like lunch at school, you know? Because my school in at 8, you get out at 12, and then, well, noon, and then you go home, you eat your lunch or whatever, and then you come back at 2, and then you leave at 5. Basically 7 hours. 7 hours. I am so incredibly disappointed in myself. I can't even count hours of school every day. Normal. So that day I decided to stay at school for the lunchtime. So that means I wouldn't go out at noon and come back at 2. I would just stay at home at school and eat lunch there.
This just looks like there's like a flowing face and hands just like this is like a freak show.
So yeah, and he happened to also stay that day, so it was like a match made in heaven, you know. So when we stayed, we kind of had like our own table where we sat at, like everyone from my class, we just sat there and we ate. And then afterwards, we got up and we went to this other place where you just sit down and wait until they call you in to go to your class or whatever. So we just sat there and we were playing Truth or Dare. And then I got to spin the ruler. We weren't even using a bottle, we were just using a ruler. So I got to spin. It got to me and my best friend. She was sitting like right in front of me. So she was supposed to ask me a question or a dare. She was like, Truth or Dare? And I was like, Truth. I ain't got time to get up and do something.
Like, who do you can't talk?
Who do you have a crush on right now? And I said, nobody. And she was like, you're not allowed to lie. And I said, I'm not lying. I don't have a crush on anyone. We got to continue playing Truth or Dare. You know, everybody got their turn to spin the ruler. And then it got to my turn again, and I spin the ruler, and it got again to my best friend and I. So she was like, so she asked me again. She said, who is your crush? I was like, I don't have a crush. She said, of course you do. And I know who it is. And I asked her, I told her, tell me who do you think it is if you think that I have a crush. Like, who is it? She was like, he's sitting at our table right now. Such a big deal, right? I told her, I said, I didn't have a crush on anyone. Nobody, I don't like anyone here. You're all ugly and you're all not cute. Just kidding, I didn't. I just kept on denying it. But at the end, she steps up and she was like,
you know what? I know who you have a crush on, and if you're not gonna admit it, I'm gonna admit it for you.
Never do that. Like, you would never do that. Like, obviously, you're my best friend. You would never do that, right? So she basically said who my crush was right in front of everyone, right in front of him sitting right there, and I just sat there like. So after that, I literally got mad. I was flamed, shouting in front of everyone sitting at that table. She never told me her secret, so she was basically a fake best friend. She would take secrets from you, but not give back. So in my school, after lunch, they call you, and then you get in rows, and then you go to this like big area where it's just an area where you stand in rows, like girls in front and guys in back, girls in front, guys in back, girls in front, guys in back, and you just stand there and wait until like the teachers come so you can go up the stairs and go to your class. So we were just standing there, and then my best friend calls on me. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that I said that. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hate myself so much. Like, what am I doing with my life? Put your tongue back in your mouth.
And he was like standing behind her. My crush was like standing behind her. I was like shouting. I again was shouting out loud that I have a crush on that guy over there. Yes, you. have a crush on you, but you know what? Now I'm not even interested in you. Booyah. That wasn't the truth though. I was still in love with him. Little did I know in my teeny tiny brain head that the teacher was already in the classroom and he was like looking over the balcony, staring at me, going all hysterical on these people. I was shouting at them. I told her, I was like, you're not my best friend anymore. I'm gonna change seats. And the teacher saw, but he didn't hear me because he was like up and I was like, you know, in the area. And when we went up to the classroom and I sat down, I got all my books out, I, you know, put my pencils in place, and I was like sitting down like I was just staring at the clock, waiting for that bell to ring so we can get the class started. And then the teacher just randomly calls on me. He's like, Marwa, to the board. And I'm like, okay then. I get to the board, I stand up, and I'm just there like, what do you want from me? He tells me, so what's wrong? And I said, nothing. Like, what do you mean, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm okay, I'm great, I'm splendid. I saw you shouting out there. Tell me what's wrong. I said, excuse me, sir, but nothing's wrong, and even if something was wrong, I don't want to tell you because nothing is wrong. He said once again, just tell me. I won't tell anyone. Just tell me what's wrong. Honestly, at this point, I'm just thinking in my head, why is this teacher so nosy? Why does he want to get in on some teenage drama?
Teenage, really? Wow.
Like, don't you have better things to worry about? And then he calls on the guy that I have a crush on and my best friend and tells them to get to the board, and they all stand up, and I'm just sitting there like, and then the teacher once again asks us, tell me what's wrong. I saw you guys out there. Just tell me what's wrong. Dude, nothing's wrong. I'm not best friends with these people and we're not allowed to talk to boys. So nothing is wrong. I am good. Okay, teacher? So he told my best friend, well, my ex-best friend and my ex-crush to sit down, and he kept me at the board. What? Why did he want to know? This is not your business. And he finally let me go and I sat down, and for the rest of the class, and for the rest of the time that we were in the classroom, he did not talk to me. I would raise my hand, he wouldn't choose me. I could be the only person that would raise their hand up and he wouldn't choose me. It's like, seriously? Seriously. Yeah, and the thing is, it wasn't my fault, you know? My best friend exposed my secret type thing. And the teacher was too nosy and wanted to get in on everything. It's like, it's not my... That was the story. See, when I told you it wasn't a big deal, but still I wanted to make a video out of it because it was kind of funny. My ex-best friend, which used to be like my all-time best friend, now I don't even talk to her anymore. Like, we don't even pay attention to each other. Story, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I love you guys. And let me know if you guys want to see the stalker story. But yeah, that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching, and until see you guys next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.